Hello. Okay, microphone's working. Good. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna. I started what do you call it? The beginning of this stream, with the intermission thing, about half an hour early today by mistake. I was supposed to start that. I was supposed to do the whole intermission thing at 1:30. But I started at 1 o'clock because for some reason I just I don't know, it was a mistake. I just did it by mistake. I was just like, oh yeah, it's time to start, and then I realized, like, oh no, it wasn't time to start. Whoops. So oh well, it's too late now. I'll just deal with that. Now. So instead, what I'll do is I will start reading the book later, but I'll just try to talk for a bit. Just until people get here, because that's only fair. So this week I had the job interview, which is good. I'm hopeful about it. I did hear back from them like a few days later, saying that they would saying that my information was definitely going to get passed on, and they just wanted to clarify some other information about me. So I hope that's a sign. It seems like at least I'm being considered seriously. That's what it sounds like. So hopefully they just give me the job. That's what I want, because I do desperately need a second job right now, because what's going on at the moment isn't with my current job isn't right, in my opinion. So what else happened? I got my car back, which cost a awful lot of money. Like a shockingly awful amount of money, just like a disgusting amount of money. Wasn't good. It wasn't good. But that's okay. It's okay. I'm hoping I can claim it back on tax, but obviously when you claim things back on tax, you don't get it all back. But that's okay. That's okay. At least I have a car now for work, and I have to have a car for work. I was trying to find a job where maybe I wouldn't have to have a car, but I guess I'll have to have it. What else is going on? Trying to think of some good stuff. I guess the latest episodes of Has Been Hotel I just saw this week. I don't really have a lot to say about them. I feel a little bit, they're not as good compared to the previous episodes of this season, unfortunately. They just weren't as good. And parts of it feels abrupt, but I do like where it might all be going. Like, it is going in it's going in a direction, I like the drama that's being set up, And, I like that Charlie and Vaggie have, they have a very loving relationship, but they also have conflict that they have to deal with each other, because they don't always see things the same way. I do think that it is important to, when you're portraying couples, you don't just show me only the good things, but also the tough times, Now, let's see. What else is going on? Let me just check the chats real quick. Let's see. I also saw the latest Frankenstein movie, which I was very happy with. But I'm also sad about the fact that it's over. The fact that, oh, hello, Mixolity. I'm glad I see you on Twitch there. I think it's a shame that, I mean, it's not a shame. I'm glad that, I'm actually happy for Guillermo del Toro, because Guillermo del Toro, he's basically said that he is done with making monster movies. And so after I saw Frankenstein and I saw what he had said about that, I was like, the fact that the fact that making Frankenstein has now killed the part of him that wants to make monster movies, I felt sad about that, but I'm also like happy that he was able to, feel like he's been able to achieve everything that he wanted to do with telling stories about monsters. Because I know that there's a lot of stuff that he wasn't able to do. He wasn't able to make the Hobbit movies. He wasn't able to make At the Mountains of Madness. And at one point he said that, and this I think was post Oscar win as well, he wasn't able to, he had 5 projects rejected in 1 month. So he was like really upset about that, understandably. So so there's a lot he wasn't able to do. So so if nothing else, I'm glad that he was able to, like, that Frankenstein made him, caused him to feel a sense of accomplishment with monsters. Let me just check YouTube chat. Come on, okay. Okay, so we've got viewers on YouTube, but I can't see anyone on YouTube. Let's see. And went for a big walk yesterday, and had a burger. I was shouted from by my companion yesterday, which was very nice of her. What else? I'm trying to think what else have I been seeing. I've been watching Twin Peaks, of course. I'm continuing that. I think I've got 4 episodes to go on that. Yeah, it's like 19, 20, 21, 22. So I might try to watch that tonight, possibly. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm just still applying for more jobs and trying to making progress on the Rita Boy, which is good. It's a good game in my opinion, but like there are some issues with the controls, unfortunately. Like I don't know what's going on there with for some reason it was easier to play on my MacBook back in the day, but for some reason on PC I'm having some trouble with it. Let me just put this thing away. I'm a little out of it today just because I tried to go to bed early last night, but because I was tired, but I couldn't sleep at all last night, at all. So I ended up having this weird on and off sleeping today, and I haven't had any coffee, and I don't really feel well enough to have coffee, but at the same time, that's like, so I'm missing out on that perk up. So, but I don't want to like. A part of me did think maybe I should put off the Homestuck stream, but I don't want to, So today might not be a long stream, is what I'm going to say about that. So I hope that's okay. It might, maybe in about 20 minutes when I start streaming approximately, I'll probably just read for about an hour and then I'll stop. Sorry. I probably shouldn't have gone for a long walk, but because I've got a bit of a heel problem at the moment, but yeah. Actually, let's talk about this. So I've been watching this this new Savvy Writes Books video. I really like Savvy Writes Books. I haven't read any of her own books before. Her genre of books doesn't really appeal to me, and I don't really read a lot, to be honest. Aside from Homestuck lately. So, but yeah, I find her, I like watching her videos about certain topics, and I am aware of this YouTube channel by Matthew N. Paul, and yeah, so she's just been doing a video about the controversy with that, because I watch them because of their prank videos, not so much because of their books, but I'm aware of their book controversy. And I wasn't entirely sure what to make of it, like, of the criticisms and also of the, what they were saying was the case. And I've kind of stopped watching them because it's been more so about the book drama rather than the prank stuff. That's what I was initially following them for. But yeah, so it's I'm a little disappointed, like, watching this, because it's like, okay, so they're kind of like, they're kind of being a bit deceptive for the sake of selling the books, and it's just like, I just don't understand, like, why people are like that when it comes to, like, creating books. I just don't understand. Like, I have a friend who writes books for fun, and he said like, I would never want to go into traditional publishing, and so I understand why that is. And he's not, I don't know. So it's just unfortunate. Harry versus Twitch when a convention goes horribly wrong. I do like crispy taverns, so I'm going to put that to my save to watch later, and that is a controversy that I'm aware of. Okay. So this one's already been... That's right, I remember. What's his name? He managed to, like, get her to slap herself awake because she's narcoleptic. Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that... Been trying to look for cheaper cars that I could have, but yeah. I guess I just feel a little bit defeated as well today, just because of the car situation yesterday. I don't know, I feel defeated from a few things, because, I feel defeated from work, I feel defeated from the car situation, I guess I'm dismayed by various financial situations. I'm dismayed that my bike was stolen this year, because I forgot that the reason I had the bike was because, I have this heel problem where my doctor says don't walk. He's recommended that I can't walk. He thinks I should take like 2 weeks off and just not walk, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I would have to like work out how to go about that at some point. Like I will do it at some point, but yeah. And like I had the bike because, you know, it was a way of doing exercise without hurting my foot, without hurting my heel bone. You know. So yeah, I just feel like there's not a lot. Yeah. So I guess like maybe the whole. I hope my microphone's working. Please tell me yes. It's got to be working. So I guess like maybe this whole like reading Homestuck is just my way of. It's something to like cheer me up, basically. Okay. So I don't know if anyone's here. I don't know if anyone's watching on YouTube. I don't know if anyone's watching on Twitch at the moment, so, but I'm thinking I might start reading now, and I'll just be reading for an hour, is what I'll do. Okay, use gunpowder. AR, who's AR again? Use gunpowder and empty crates to make a campfire. Okay, so we're back in the wasteland. Got it? In the futuristic Dune wasteland. Okay, so we've got she is staring at them, and I forgot what this dude's. I think he's like some sort of angry sniper who's like, oh wow, a woman. So he's like talking about that thing that Jade has. Win over that fine carapace in grey. That fine carapace in grey. What does that mean? So he ripped them apart, and that's supposed to represent his heart or something? Okay, so he's giving her a part of his heart. And he's like, wait, what's going on? And what's the beetle thinking there? You are vaguely reminded of something. It's hard to remember. It was so many years ago. I have been wondering if these characters are meant to be the adult versions of our main characters, and they just have amnesia, which kind of reminds me of this. There's an anime film I haven't seen yet called A Wind Named Amnesia, which is also it's set in some sort of apocalyptic future. Everything's like a desert wasteland, and everyone, of course, has amnesia. People don't have, everyone's forgotten stuff for some reason. I think it's to do with apocalyptic reasons, probably. You are vaguely reminded of something. It's hard to remember. It was so many years ago, entrenched in the temporally oblique. Okay, so we're back where we had that whole like thing going on, where we were making our way through stuff. What have we here? An illegally parked vehicle. You're under arrest for illegal parking. So that's I don't know why, but in that moment from the movie Spaceballs, for some reason I just find very hilarious, because I don't know, just that whole scene is just, I don't know, I think it's just the delivery of, right, hands up, you're under arrest for illegal parking. It's like, do you get arrested for illegal parking? Like, I don't think that's a thing. I don't know, I've never heard of that happening. I think you just get a ticket, but under arrest, it's so extreme. What have we here? Yes, you sure hope this guy's got a swollen pork hollow? A swollen pork hollow. He just landed himself in Citation city. I don't know what's a portcullis? Let me look that up. Okay, what's a portcullis? Oh, a piggy bank. Got it. Okay. A swollen portcullis. So, okay, so that's what he meant. It means, okay. Surround the city with caution tape. Okay. Okay, so this might be... Okay, so this is probably AR. AR is... Oh, what's AR? The something. This looks much more... Okay, so this probably isn't our main character then. Probably. This isn't... Okay, got it. Okay, this looks much more orderly. Public safety has been assured. Your sworn duty as an authority regulator has been upheld. So this might not be that... okay. So AR is the guy that's covered in tape. Okay. Write the owner of this vehicle a ticket. Citation 10,000. Why so much? Oh, sorry, I was just having a... Oh, that's like my worst nightmare is a huge fine like that. Hello, what have we here? What do we have here? I'm just remembering that... I just remembered that the car at John's place fell off the world, and this is where it landed, and this is the car. Got it. You discover a couple of unauthorized parcels in the cabin of the vehicle. You confiscate them immediately. Oh my god, they finally came back. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the character. Okay, everyone. Okay, that's the other one, the tall one. You are a simple parcel mistress on one of your routes. Today is another day of uneventful but highly satisfying deliveries. Okay. You stop in your tracks. It is a dangerous agent from the enemy kingdom. The enemy kingdom. Okay. Perhaps you should avoid him. But you notice he is holding two parcels. You recognize one of them. You have spent a long time looking for it. Okay. It looks like you are going to need to get that package from him somehow. So, I think something I will say about... What I'll say about Homestuck is that it is not that interesting. I guess it's not like the most... The thing that makes it impressive is the fact that it is so intricate. And that's like the most compelling thing about it, in my opinion. Now, granted, the four main characters, I do like their personalities. They all have like very distinct personalities, but I guess yeah, I guess that's the main point I had to make. It looks like you are going to need to get that package from him somehow. I just think it's interesting, like this character is gendering this character as male, and I also thought this character was also male, but I just, and I think they are male. I just thought it was interesting that they have some. Both of these characters' gender expression is the opposite of how they identify, if that makes sense. Wait, hang on, whoops. Okay, John, activate ghost gloves, yeah. Son of bitches are harder to kill than you thought they'd be. Yeah. Okay, we've got a Cyclops. Yeah, num. I can't tell what is in this picture. This is disappointing to look at. Let me just check the YouTube chat for a moment. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so a gun came out and then killed everybody. Okay. Less grist. Okay, John's still alive. Cool. Cyclops going down. Right in the eye, his only eye. The Gyclops absconds. Let's see. Oh, that's I think that's Jasmine's dad, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, Jasmine's grandpa. I'm pretty sure, and he's taking the book with him. Interesting. Okay, interesting. You could have sworn that strange man was holding your copy of Colonel Sassacros. Okay, so there's the Wayward Vagabond, PM, and AR, and they're stargazing. Let's check that out. I would love to be out in the middle of the desert just to check out the stars like that. That'd be nice. It is a clear and peaceful night, a delicious meal that has been shared with new friends. The glow of the ammunition fire gradually subsides. All is well, but you can't shake the feeling there is something familiar about all this. There is something you are forgetting. Of course, now you remember. You must deliver a message to John right away. Is he even still alive? Okay. It's like shifty, like they were looking at each other and now they're not. Women, really? Okay. Retrieve package. You conclude you have no choice. You will march right up to him and ask politely for the package. Wait a minute, what's this? It is a carved mini tablet. The carving is not especially clear, to say the least, but your wealth of delivery experience allows you to decipher it immediately. It is the other parcel the agent is holding. It appears you will need to acquire both from him now. It is your sworn duty. Ready sword. PM? PM. Let's see. Where is PM? So I think that's AR. This is WA. It's okay. You do not have a sword. You are quite sure it would never occur to you. Oh, wait, this is PM. Oh yeah, that's right. The other one is sorry. This is PM. Got it. You do not have a sword. You are quite sure it would never occur to you to carry a sword or resort to violence under any circumstances. You will have to take a more diplomatic route with this fellow. Okay. Doff your hat to the attractive female. Melere. You doff so furiously you are in danger of starting a hat fire. Wow, calm yourself. Probably not the best idea around all this oil. Yeah. Especially without any sort of flame suppressant. Okay, thanks for that. Thanks for that particular hyperlink. Retrieve both parcels. Yes, retrieve them. He cannot give them to you. They are illegal contraband. It's like just shaking his head. And if you wish to petition for their release, you must consult with his superiors. You show him the carved mini tablet. As he can plainly see, you have signed authorization to deliver one of the parcels. He gives you the envelope. He retains the package. Okay. But we need the package. God damn it. You quickly drop the envelope into an empty Pyxis. It is out of your hands now. The breeze will know where to take it. The breeze? Okay. You follow the agent. You must not lose track of that parcel. Okay, yes, we're going to stalk this guy. Alright, John, chase the man. You want your book. If you insist. Okay. You have some questions for that guy, whoever he is, but the village is still burning. You've got to help these salamanders put out this fire. Oh yeah, so the whole thing about Jasmine's, it's not, like, I am pretty sure that was Jasmine's grandpa that saved his life. And you could say, like, oh, well, what's the mystery? Well, the mystery isn't who was it that saved him. The mystery is why. That brings up a lot of questions. Like, I know there's something up with the grandpa, but, like, there's something up with all the parents. Like, they're all in on something, and I'm just wondering, like, where it's all heading. Okay. You have some question for that guy, whoever he is, but the village is burning. Yep, okay. Save the lizards. Yeah. Okay, you just said that they were salamanders. Anyways, thank goodness for your barbasol bomb. The cooling lather should work its magic in no time. Okay, so the reason that was hyperlinked was so that we would know what barbasol was. So he's got it, but the other one doesn't have it. Okay. Kablam. Oh god, how can shaving cream be so flammable? What the hell, man? He just made it worse. Okay, a big gust of wind conveniently comes along and blows out all the fire. It is really convenient. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, I thought that it was... I thought that whoever saved John, I thought that was Jade's grandpa, probably. I thought it was Jade's grandpa. The guy that shot the Cyclops in the eye. Okay. The townspeople rejoice and are more than willing to give you all the credit. You suspect it is probably because they are not all that smart. Okay, John. Alright, John, the uncarved tablet you retrieved. Why, yes, it appears to you. Great, I would like to carve something on it. You seem amenable to this request. It's a little wobbly on top of all these dancing lizards, though. Not that it matters because you suck at drawing anyway. Rose, find your sprite. Oh yeah, something's happening at Rose's place. Oh, that's right. She ended up in the game. That's right. I remember now. Let me just check the chat. I mean, because it sounded like you said Jasmine's grandpa. Oh. Sorry, did I say Jasmine instead of Jade? I meant to say Jade. Sorry, Jasmine. I must have got you confused with Jade for some reason. My bad. All right. Your deceased pet. That's right. Jasper. Oh, that's right. Jasper's sprite. That's right. Because she necromanced her cat. Jasper Sprite is nowhere to be found. He always was a little cagey, but even when he was alive. Is it not why you are here? Let me just check the chat. Okay. Also, the breeze will know where to take it is why I asked last stream if you got the info about the mail, since it's part of Lois's stuff. For example, you put something in the chutes and the breeze. Okay then. Jeremy, that's why I asked last stream if you got the info. I don't know what specific info about the mail you're referring to. And I don't know what Lois. What do you mean by Lois? Okay. Alright, I'm trying to read this. Is it not why you are here? Okay. I like this technicolored rain, the technicolored water in general. Like the yellow outlines with the the pastel kind of. It's an interesting look. Someone is pestering you, but you are oblivious to the message because your laptop is buried under 3 inches of fucking yarn. Love how aggressive that was. There are footprints in the white sand. Follow them. It looks like they lead out back to the mausoleum. Oh, the cat, right? Examine your pet's tomb. The mausoleum was destroyed by the explosion. The secret passage remains. You have no idea where it leads, but it sure isn't the lab anymore. Yeah, what? Okay, let's enter. It's like we've got a rave going on in here. Let me just check. The breeze is everywhere. The breeze is everywhere. IG. I ran out of space. Land of wind and shade. John's medium. Okay. Gotcha. It's like, that makes a little bit more sense. 3 inches of fucking yarn is referencing something Dave messaged her at this same moment. He tried to message her right after and said she doesn't know because her laptop's buried under 3 inches of fucking yarn. And I remember him sort of saying like I think he was buried in clowns or something at one point. Look at that shower. Look at the we've got the weave up here, and now there's like some sort of pier that she's got to walk across. Oh, this is definitely her mum left her martini behind. It seems someone has recently untied a boat. Oh, okay. So her mom, that sounds like her mom was prepared. So her mom was prepared to like abandon the daughter and take off on a boat. Wow. A mother will do whatever is best for her children. Yeah, you'd think. So why isn't she here? Okay, Wayward Vagabond. Okay. Become the mayor of Exile Town. Okay. You build a bigger and better town to preside over. All expatriates are welcome. No matter what happened in the past, regardless of professional persuasion or metal metallurgical affiliation. Let me look up that word. Metal. Okay, it's a real word. That's good. Okay, the term metallurgical relates to metallurgy, the science and engineering of metals. Gotcha. Okay. You cut the town's ribbon with with an official judicial bayonet, which is stuck inside a grenade, but you are kind of nervous about removing it. Yeah. Okay, this should catch the eye of the tall, nice lady. The grumpy yellow guy thinks this is dumb. Yep. It's very dumb. Whoever this guy is, he was like the... He's like, oh, that's the who's like the parking meter guy. Probably, it's not technically confirmed. He thinks this is dumb because any town without a proper militia is as good as conquered. As such, he prepares one begrudgingly. It's a dirty job, but someone must be charged with the defense of the innocent. Fondly regard Desert Knight. Desert Knight. And I can't remember how they explained it, but the mail works like if you randomly open the mail, then whatever you got is for you. Whatever you got is for you from the breeze. Okay. That's, if you need something, you carve it on the tablet and put it in. If someone else finds it and they have the item, it's good manners to put it in, and the breeze will take it to the recipient. That's how it's explained during S Act 4. Okay. The salamanders don't know how it literally works. Finally finished this comic. Gotcha. Okay. What? Okay, egg just appeared. So he was looking up, and an egg just appeared. Fondly regard the Desert Knight. So he looked up, and then, boom. The stars twinkle over the freshly christened exiled town. It is a beautiful evening, and the future is so full of promise you can't imagine what could possibly... Oh my god, a huge eggy-looking thing just appeared in the sky. Alright. The egg. So the egg just boom. Okay, Jade. Okay, so we're going to go to Jade's perspective now. Okay, so I'm just going to save it here for now. I've just got to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back now. Alright, let's continue with Jade's perspective. Give Dave punch card of an eggy loking thine. Thine? Okay, you do okay, you do that, and then he makes a totem with it, and then some other stuff happens, and then it's like the way that was written was like, okay, you do that, then he makes a totem with it, and then some other stuff happens, and then the egg, so this red crow appears, lays an egg, and then they disappear. Got it. Okay, pester Jade. So Dave's gonna pester Jade. Cool. Oh man, I love these parts. These are my favorite parts are the dialogue, especially when Dave's involved. Oh man, awesome! It's awesome that you put that. I was worried we were. Sorry, I gotta remember how because he talks in a particular way that I have to remember. Like he thinks he's so cool, but at the same time, like he talks deadpan. Okay. Oh man. Awesome. It's awesome where you put that. I was worried we were on the verge of getting some shit done. Dave, I was going to build some stairs up there. Well, where are they? You say there will be stairs, and yet I see no stairs. Gosh, I don't know. I guess I didn't find them to make them because I keep getting punched in the face by robots and stuff. I was like, sorry. It's like, am I supposed to break that thing or hatch it? or what? I don't know. Also, what happened to all my shit? The stuff scattered all over the roof. Did you put it somewhere? Nope. I mean, not that I care. It was a lot. It was a lot of mostly useless garbage. What was it going? What was it doing up there? I was going to use it to fight my bro with it, but I guess I forgot in the heat of battle. Also, he was too fast. Okay, Dave, make the world's largest omelet. Yeah, omelets are good. It's like, oh, right, because he's got the egg stuff going on. Semi-flat. Yeah, that's probably... I'll have to look up how other people do Dave's voice. Let me try to find... let's see, let me try to find some dubs. Homestuck... Stuck fan dubs. Dub Dave. Let's see. Homestuck, fan and pilot, fan installed. Damn ads.
John, happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, Dave.
So, what sort of insane loot did you rake in today?
Well, Dad went on another...
I think that's pretty good. Oh, no, I wasn't going to watch the whole thing. Also, Eggy Woking Thine references when John and Rose first started playing and Rose read one of the unfinished game FAQs. Because they likely died. And they mentioned one appearing, like John's apple. Oh my god, you might as well... Yes, alright. You're right, I should, let's see, trying to think how, trying to think, I know there's like some fan dubs somewhere, but I can't remember. But, oh yeah, here we go.
Big counter. The television is currently airing a commercial. You exit the house.
Screaming internally, what's wrong?
Predictably, the mailbox is empty.
Trying to find Dave.
By your father. The streets are empty. Wind skims the void, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed, or say a plunged nail.
Wait, was Dave in Act 1? He was.
It's the one desolation plays to keep its instruments in tune. It is your 14th birthday, and as with old world preceding it, something feels missing from your life, the game presently eluding your existence.
I mean, like, character... Close the tab, but though the fan-in pilot was a good improvement. Yeah, it was. I was really impressed with that particular voice compared to what we got in the pilot, actually. I know. I think this one was decent. I just can't seem to find Dave's part. Come on, Dave, where are you? It's got to be somewhere. John checks the mail because of Dave. Okay, let me just... continue shenanigans, fight your dad. Where are you, Dave? Where are you? Oh well, it doesn't matter. We got what we needed from that from that other fan-in pilot. John checks the mail because of Dave. Okay. Dave's thirst pestalog, so probably earlier. Oh, do you mean on this one? It's not worth it. It's all good. Alright. Whoops, looks like that dumb idea isn't going to happen. A brainless feathery asshole swoops down. Oh my, sorry, that scared the...
Delta room came out.
Sorry, that scared the hell out of me. Alright, let's keep going. Alright. A brainless feathery asshole swoops down and carries the egg away. Okay, the world's ending. The tower's getting bigger. This is a really cool icon. Okay, so the egg is now in a nest made of shitty swords and soft puppet ass. Yeah, he's like the first interaction with the comic. He was? Okay, let me just check that. Was he was the first interaction of the comic. Okay, let me just check that. Let's see, history. Okay.
A young man stands in his bedroom. Very given. You have not been hammered. Dead. You have no idea what he is in that. A month pair one is your cabinet. Some of immediately you repel it. Probably unadvised. The artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. You first place the hammer into your cylinder. Death of cake! You've been eating it all days, and you have no intention of clogging your cylinder.
He's like the... Okay.
The cake stays put for now.
That's all.
You hear a notice from your computer.
Okay, here we go.
Messaging you.
It's Dave, right? It's gotta be
You
Dave.
pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming projects.
I like the way he narrates it because it makes it sounds like he's being a cunt. So it's great. He's just like, wow, you're really proud of yourself. It's like it's great.
Trials. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message.
Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you break in today?
I got a little monsters poster.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I feel like the one where we just saw, like, in the pilot episode, I prefer that version now that I've heard it, but when I heard this at the time, I thought that's how this version sounds, like how Moist Critical sounds, which I think is a good way of voicing Dave, actually.
It's so awesome. I'm gonna watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so
And this voice for John is very similar to how Toby Fox voices him in the pilot, I think.
funny.
Hell, that is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It was like fucking Christmas up in here.
Yeah, that's how Moist Critical talks.
Container of apple juice in my closet. It was like fucking Christmas up in here.
Okay, that's fine. But I have one.
Alright, let's keep going. Deep as fuck, Dean. Alright, okay, so the egg is now in the nest made of shitty swords and soft puppet ass. Please advise. I think your sprite wants to hatch it. I think your sprite wants to hatch it. Aww. Do you think that'll take more than 4 hours? I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it's pretty warm where you are. It's hot as the sizzle side of a steak. Maybe not too long then. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I should try to get. Maybe I should try to get it back and put it in the microwave. And she's like, no. Pilot is closest to how I've imagined him, though both of them are suitably flat. You mentioned Moist Charlie before, and yeah, I can imagine that, yeah. Okay, so everything's falling. Deploy punch designates. Okay, cool. You can't. You'll need some shale for that. Check unknown objects. Okay, some of these things we can deploy, but some things we don't have nearly enough grist for. You mean the jumper block thing? No, we've got enough of that, but it's still pretty expensive. Wait, what? The thing costs 1,000 for me. Yeah, me too, and we have 2,000 to work with. Okay, 1998. What? Man, I only got 200 to splash around in Rose's Rainbow World. Rose's Rainbow World. What the hell? Oh, how much did Rose start with when she was playing with John? Hang on, I'll ask. Okay. She says 20. I guess we keep getting more with each other's server client connection. Yeah, so I guess you can buy everything now. No, I can't buy the holopad thingy and the IntelliBeam laser station. Okay, now I know you're making this shit up. Haha, no, they're right here. They cost a fortune. Well, all I got here is the designates, which I can't deploy because I don't have any purples. And the expensive as hell jumper thing and the cheap shunts, which I assume do dick all without the jumpers to put them on. Ah, dear. Oh, also this CD, which is 100, but I can't drop it because it seemed like a stiff allocation of resources for now. Yeah, I've got that too. I will deploy it. So with each new connection in our player chain, I guess new weird deployables are introduced. Yes, I think that is how it works. when John connects with me, he'll probably get some cool new things too. Hey, look, we're learning stuff. Let me just check this out. I think visually no one considers him giving him an accent. I don't know if I mean accent really. Regional something. There's only specific points where I remember someone bringing that idea up with the way he says something. I'll stop there. How much time do we have? Well, I might go for another 15 minutes because I said I wanted to just read this for an hour today, just because I'm a little not well, is how I'll put it. Not well. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess like I'm wondering like if I feel like I'm trying to think what kind of regional accent he would have. Like I was thinking maybe Boston, like maybe he has a Boston accent. But actually, what if he lives in New York City? Because I don't think they live anywhere. Actually, maybe he's not in New York. No. I'm trying to think, what's a place? Yeah, I'm thinking Boston, or maybe even Philadelphia. So I don't know. I know what a Boston accent sounds like, but I don't know what you sound like if you're from Philadelphia. What's another place? Maybe Chicago? Wait, how close is Chicago to Boston? Gotcha. I missed the beginning because the start time was set for this morning locally. Oh, okay, right. Okay, I wonder why that was. I don't know why that was. Okay, I thought, alright. Okay, sure, we know where he lives. Oh, we know where he lives. I can check, but I think we've seen where everyone lives, and it's definitely not that far north. Oh, okay, right. I guess he could also live in LA, is another place. Okay, where does Dave live in America? Homestuck. Okay. Oh, he's Texan. He's a Texan. Houston, Texas. That kid. Alright, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, alright. I'll have to, like, figure out how to do, like, a little bit of a Texan accent for that character. Alright, Jay, deploy green and white compact disc. What should I do? Okay. What should I do? What should I do with these beta copies? I don't really need them anymore. I guess, like, when I think of Texans, I usually think they're living on a farm, but he's just living in an apartment, so that's kind of different. I don't really need them anymore. I suppose just hang on to them for a while and then later, just do whatever you are naturally compelled to do with them. Well, wow, that was a weird answer, but okay. You take the beta and the CD. J, deploy circuit board looking thingy. It was obviously labeled as the jumper block extension. It appears to be deployable only as an extension to the alchemiter. Looks like you're going to have to move it. Damn, and it looks so nice up there. You expend another relatively affordable 100 build grist to relocate it. Okay, let me just check. I'm just checking the I can check. I don't want to reference something he hasn't said yet. Okay, yeah. Should I just say where everyone is or double check? I mean, I don't think where the what people's like. I don't wherever the characters are from, like whatever their accents are supposed to be, whatever what their location in America is supposed to be. I'd like to know because I am curious to know that. Because I would like to know like what the characters are supposed to sound like canonically. I'm confident we've passed it. Lol, yeah, but you don't have to think about it. Pretty subtle. You'll see eventually when we happen upon a random line and I go there. That look. Okay. You then pay the steep fee of 1,000 build grist to deploy the jumper block extension. Jade, attempt to deploy capture log disk drive. Again, the name of the thing was right there in plain sight. You deploy the punch card's shunt for peanuts. Looks like a capture log card is supposed to fit in the slot. Dave, insert card with the CD on the slot. You put the card in the slot and stick the shunt on the jumper pins. Nothing happens. You might need to stick a punched card in there, probably allowing the holes in the card to affect the flow of current through the circuits. And to punch cards, you'll need to get a designate somehow. Insert disk into computer. What's going to happen? Okay. Oh, she's fighting the cat monsters and the clown demons. Okay. Dave, install software. Grist torrent is now running. Cool. Illegally pirate some of John's shale. Will that be bad for John? John, Washington, Rose, New York. Okay. So she's from New York. Okay, I wonder what part of New York she's from. Somewhere on the East Coast, and she references John how it's already dark. Okay, Dave, Texas, Jade. I don't think it's named. It's in the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, I kind of got the impression that she was like that her grandpa like owned some sort of like private islands in Hawaii. Maybe I kind of got like she was Hawaiian possibly. Okay. You start leaching off John's shale at a pace of 4 grists per second. Not the fastest download rate, but then again, you don't need a lot. In 1 second, you already collect enough for a punch designates. Okay. Dave, download a bunch of grist from John. He has plenty. Yeah. You set the application to leech off John's build grist because he's obviously got too much for his own good. Yeah. It cuts the download rate in half though. Okay. You divide the air. Consult with him. Oh, Reddit post. A Reddit post thread speculates based on the exact coordinates. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I kind of think like the more I think about it, the more believable it is that Dave is a Texan. I just think that he's kind of got that vibe about him. Okay. Rose? Are you there? Wait, where's John from? Oh, Washington. That's right. That makes sense. Rose, are you there? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be there too. Like, I think Dave, like, he has such a very specific type. Like, he's like this really, he's this character that tries to act like he's really, really cool, but his voice is kind of deadpan, but also he's Texan. It's a very, like, it's a, I'd love to hear somebody pull it off. If they can just redo the pilot and start all over again. And they may as well because, as far as I can tell, the pilot for Has Been Hotel doesn't count anymore. it doesn't feel like it counts at the very least. I know that they were trying to make it count, but I think at some point it won't count anymore. And also, Hell of a Boss, they eventually redid the pilot for that, which was probably for the best because it doesn't connect very well with the series anymore. So yeah. Yeah, where was it? Between readings, I'll find the scene where Rose is looking at the meteor impact projections in the SN lab. Okay. Where was I? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be here too. Are you in this kind of spooky, glowy place with oily rivers and stuff? Let me know, okay? I guess one could use those words to describe it, if armed with a predilection for the inapt. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, what words would you use, Miss Wordy Pants, Mick Smarty Blah? Iridescent? Yeah, that's a good way to describe this aesthetic, is that it's iridescent. I certainly don't see any oily rivers. There's an ocean though. I haven't found an ocean yet, but I don't know. The place is really big. It's like a whole planet down here. Oh man, which reminds me, I just got hounded by a troll. Yes, one of them is bugging me now. I thought it was odd timing. Yeah, well, they say they want to be friends. Also, they're playing Spur, but like not the same session as ours or something. Oh, also they're moving backwards in time, which sounds really R-worded, but whatever. Color my curiosity piqued, I guess. Yeah, I guess answer him if you want or not. But anyway, it's great you made it here alive and stuff. So Dave came through? Eventually. Pardon the envy I'm about to vent in your direction. For what? For finding yourself at the mercy of a rational orchestrator. Oh, haha. Yeah, I'd feel kind of weird if Dave was watching me too. You don't feel weird when I watch you? Rose, I feel weird when you're just talking to me. When you're watching me, it's just like the weird frosting on the big weirdo cake. I can't see you now for what it's worth. Yes, I'm free. Okay, I'm going to go over this river and through these woods. You talk to your troll, I guess. We'll compare notes later. Okay? Bye. Bye, John. So, so the whole trolls, when the fact that they're traveling backwards in time, and that's how they're sort of like talking, that's how they're communicating. They're communicating them. I find it interesting that, because like probably the further along because those trolls, if they are talking to these characters backwards through time, then it probably means the further along we get, the more friendlier the trolls become, probably. Like maybe they weren't always bad at the beginning of whenever this started. Whoever they are, whatever they're up to. These are just my theories about this. Also, I was watching a movie recently called, I couldn't finish it because it's a bit dull, but it's a French movie called Gandahar. It's an 80s, it's one of those 80s, one of those typical 80s fantasy movies, basically. And the most interesting thing that happened in the movie that I saw, of what I saw of the movie, was he came across this this tribe of people who were kicked out of, the main character comes across this tribe of people who were kicked out of his tribe because they were imperfect, because they all have like either 4 arms or 3 legs and like more than one head or like more than one eye. They've got like, they kind of look like mutants basically. But also, and they were kicked out because they were considered to be mistakes because they were experiments. They were experimented on. That's why they are the way they are. But the way that this tribe talks, though, they say, "I will" and "I have," like that, and it's like, or they'll say, yeah, it's like they always say like future and past and present, like it's all like the same thing to them, like things that will happen have already happened, from their perspective. But that's how they talk, but that's not how, but they're not perceiving the future. It's that their ancestors used to be able to see the future, but then over time that ability to see the future disappeared throughout the generations. But because their ancestors used to perceive the future, they would talk like things that they will do have already happened. And once that ability disappeared, their ability to see the future, the way they talked still remained the case. Like that just never went away. And I just thought that was very interesting. I know I always find like, the way people experience time and the way things are conveyed, and especially through language, is interesting. Okay, who is bothering you? Alright, troll time. Okay. Galos Calibrator began trolling Tentacle Therapist. Hey, Lalonde, stop crying in your mum's beverage. She hates you and she has left you forever. Now I'm confused. On the surface, this appears to be another contrivance from a troll desperate to offend. But John said you wanted to be friends. And if you knew me, I suppose your remark could be construed as a ploy to elicit agreement. And soon, report. Not that it would actually work. God, you really do talk too much. So which is it? Oh, your text smells good. Is that lavender? You smell words? Some people can do that, apparently. You don't? Right. Aliens. I forgot. Yes, it's easy to forget, given your rapport. And how much we really have... And how much we really have in common. It's really confusing with the numbers in the letters. I forgot that you humans actually communicate with speech instead of releasing clouds of fragrant gases and smelling each other's sentences. Gross. Ha ha ha. Ah, ha ha ha. So gullible. You'll believe anything I tell you. Of course we talk, dummy. Still not sure if I'm being courted or trolled here. I'm going to go with the latter. I hate you all. Quits a lot, but I think the others will eventually realize that it'll be mutually beneficial for us all to work together, and they'll probably be all friendly like later on. By later on, you mean now? Yeah, that's probably what John was hearing. And maybe they'll even mean it and want to be friendly. But I intend to stay pissed at you forever, even if I seemed helpful. Then you're in luck, because you don't. Heh heh. No, but I will be. The fact that I will be helpful is an immutable fact. I am stating for the record. I really hate the numbers and I really hate the use of numbers as letters because it's just, yeah, it's just it's off-putting. It does not mean friendship is what is taking place here. John was told you were moving backwards through time. Was he gullible to believe this, or is the fact that I'm asking just further indication of my own gullibility? Feel free to continue shifting the definition of the word to suit your convenience. We haven't even been talking to you for long, like for a few minutes from my perspective. If there are some of us who decided to start talking to you at the third of your adventure, at the end of your adventure, right off the bat, instead of at the beginning, like what's logical, then that's their stupid business. The commitment to the numbers as letters is infuriating. That's their stupid business. I'm staying linear because weird time stuff gives me a headache. Oh, also, it's pointless. Let me just check out the... you mentioned 15 minutes, but if you have the energy, recommend ending on 3:4:30. Okay, yeah, I could do that. Good luck with GC's typing quirk, lol. You're doing pretty well. X is an immutable fact. I am stating for the record, it does not mean that Y is taking place. Referencing CG's, the fact that you are dumb is an immutable fact, blah, blah, blah. Right. Okay. Let's see, how can... pointless. Alright, let's continue milking my human gullibility and say I believe you. You're the sensible one who's decided to communicate with us in linear lockstep with our timeline in order to help us out. How can you help me? You just entered your medium, right? Yes. Okay. Does it seem like there is a subtle voice in your head urging you to do things? Yes. It's not so subtle, actually. Yes. For me too, it was more loud and clear than for the others. You see, we are meant to be best hate friends forever. A beautiful soul grudge. This cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. Okay. They all thought I was crazy, but it turned out we all were in our own ways. That helped us realize the particular destinies the game put together for us. In the vocabulary of like the hyper flexible mythology, it tailors to each player group. I really hate the number letters. You mean, for instance, if a player were to learn she was a seer, it really slows down the reading when it comes with these letter numbers. Okay. I suppose it's good for me, maybe. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Seer of Mind, Page of Breath, Knight of Blood, Maid. Why aren't they using zeros for the O's? Maid of Time. What does 3, etc. What's 12 for us, but obviously, etc. is 12 for us, but obviously for you, every session is different. And this voice, oh yeah, It's an exile. Exiled from what? It took us forever to figure this out because they aren't meant to be an obvious aspect of the game. They're on your dead planet, just like they're on ours. Okay. Years after its beckoning, their role is to help you on your quest in some ways. The obvious way is by directly guiding your actions, but maybe the more important ways are these little things they do probably without even realizing it. Actions that complete loops in the timeline, cogs in paradox space. Paradox space? Oh, hell, listen, the universe will eat paradoxes for breakfast, okay? And so will this game. Get used to it. But by now, you should realize this whole mess was a big self-fulfilling clusterfuck. A huge orgiastic Mobius double reach around. I'm starting to see that. So the exiles are on Earth. Does that mean our goal is to get back there too? To resurrect it somehow? No. See, ironically, they get to do that after they're done helping you, that is. Your job is of greater consequence, to say the least, but part of their job is to rebuild life and civilization there. Okay, so the exiles are something like the wayward vagabond and the other types that are there. And if they're successful in thousands or millions of years, the technology is unearthed and the planet is ripe for seeding all over again. Okay. You never answered the question. Where were they exiled from? From the two kingdoms in the Insiposphere, expatriated during the Reckoning, former agents. What are agents? I think this will be more constructive if you'd be more constructive if you spelled properly, you idiot. Okay, this will be more constructive if I contact you again in a little while, when you know more, and I don't have to explain so much. When? In a couple of seconds for me, but not for you, sucker. Meanwhile, in the past, pulls a double reach around. Holy moly. Okay, let me just read the freaking chat for a moment. Okay. Get your frustrations out, lol. It's not going to stop because it's 413, not full on late speak. Yeah. Okay. Reckoning. Yes. Okay, so that those are the exiles. Gotcha. So we've got our main characters, we've got the trolls, and we've got the exiles, and what else is there? And then we've got the webcomic universe. Yeah, okay, cool. So I've just got 5 pages to go, is what I recall being the case. Holy moly. That was I love reading the dialogues, but like the way that character writes dialogue was very frustrating. That was just, yeah, it's like and it's particularly bad because, like, I know that when I was a teenager I used to write like that pretty exclusively at certain points, and then at some point I kind of thought that it was lame to do that, so I stopped doing that. Alright, these two are... Okay, meanwhile, the past pulls a mean double reach around. Okay. Okay, good. I like the way these characters talk to each other, probably. Oh wait, there is another troll's gonna come back, gotcha. Ghosty Trickster began pestering Garden Gnostic. Ghosty Trickster was John before he changed his name, so this is in the past, right? Well, you are not enjoying your encounter with a typing quirk more complicated than GC. Okay. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Okay, this was back when it was her birthday. Okay. Yay, thank you, John. Woo, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus, I sent Wait. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just in time. Plus, I sent roses and Dave's too. Why do you guys' birthdays gotta be all bunched together like that? You are running me ragged. I know, but it's nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems. Hang on. I know. Nice of you to think of us all like that. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I feel like I've read this before. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there, but it will be worth the wait. Oh man, I am such an idiot. I forgot about how long it takes you to get stuff. John, that's okay, really. I'm sure it will get to me exactly when it needs to, and it will be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Hold on. And then she gets trolled. Wait, god damn it, don't block me. I mean, not that blocking me would do anything, but just listen. What do you want? I just have to deliver a message, and then I'll go. It's a message from you, so you probably ought to listen. This is nonsense. Every time I believe something you say, you laugh at me and call me a gullible human. It's so childish. Okay, fine, I admit it. I completely shit the bed here. I get that. And I can't promise I won't keep trolling you, because I will in weeks or months or whatever. I will keep giving you a hard time. But see, that won't be present me. Okay. That's past me. Okay. From like half hour ago or so, when I was more hot and bothered about all that, about this. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's another prank. Whatever, fine. I think it's a whatever, fine. Think it's a prank. As long as you remember this conversation. See, we're trying to talk to you in the future, and it's important, but you won't answer us. So we talk to you way in the future to ask how to get in touch with not so future you. Are you following? No. She said to talk to you now and tell you this. You know your robot? You mean the robot you think is stupid, the one you've mocked me for having on a number of occasions? Yeah, well, I still think your robot is stupid, but that's besides the point. Later on, it will blow up for some reason. It doesn't matter why. This is the worst prank you've ever pulled. Quiet. Anyway, when it happens, you won't know what to do. The thing to do is to contact us, and we'll tell you what to do. Why should I do that? Because that's what you told us to tell you. Whatever, believe me, don't believe me, I did my job, I'm out of here. Okay, that's such a random conversation. This is why I love these conversations, because it's so weird. Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to tell someone to go away. Oh god, the trolls again. Yup. they have been such a pain in the ass lately. There are so many. There are either like 50 of these R words, or it's one guy with a lot of alt accounts. Yeah, it's usually that. I've never had any sort of feeling about them, or that they. I've never had any sort of feeling about them or what they want, which is kind of weird. But it seems to me like they are probably all different people and not one guy. I have counted 12. What do they want with us? Some people just like to needle others for some reason, John. It is like a game, I guess. They are like pranksters. No one likes pranksters. Oh, hell no. Shittiest pranksters ever. The only people you should prank is people that you already know. If you are going to prank people that you don't know, and in fact, this is just a case. Number one rule, just prank people that you know, and that's okay, because they probably, it depends. I don't know. Just don't do it. Actually, don't do it. Forget what I said. I won't. I can't get into the nuances of pranksting. But I think they are mostly harmless. Every so often they manage to get through my block filter and hassle me. It's been going on for years. Actually, some of them are kind of funny, I think. Oh, wow, what years? Okay, well, I am sick of them. I've been thinking of changing my Pestachum handle to throw them off, so I guess I'm going to do that. And it made no difference whatsoever. Okay, this is one of the trolls. Okay. I remember him from the pilot where he was like, the only thing he said was, fuck. And then at the end of the end credits scene, the voice actor playing the character complained, one line, that's all I get? Fuck. And then he gets cut off. Wait. So we've got 3 more pages to go. Let me just check the chat. Okay. Well, you are enjoying your... Yeah. Haha. Maybe if I find a way to soundproof my room one day. I know I mentioned, but I also don't want to be heard nearly voice acting. Yes, but CG's conversation wasn't present. This is filling an old flashback. Yeah. I do. I like the way it does stuff like that. Where... it's like you don't even realize that what you're reading is missing some context, and then you get the flashback later, and then you get the context of that. It's. I think I have already made the Bakano comparison, and I do like that aspect of it. What's another thing of comparison? I really hope. And that feeling, I'm worried that they could easily streamline Homestuck to not where they just give you all the context for that scene, and then you never get to experience that scene differently during the adaptation. But yeah, we'll see what they do with it. The package from your pen pal appears again. You've been wondering when it was going to show up. It has been months since you last worked on it. Hopefully, your friend has made the final modifications you require. You'll have to mail it soon so it reaches John in time. Not her again. Okay. Yeah, alright, here we go. Heh heh. Ha ha. Heh heh. Question mark. Lol. Well, I guess you're not too bad a troll if this is all you do, just laughing and stuff. Heh heh heh. Ha ha ha. Heh heh. Ha 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 ha. Heh heh heh. John, why would you laugh at a blind girl? That was good. You have no idea how much you disgust me. You're a total disgrace to the field of ectobiology. If we ever meet, I'm going to cut your throat. Okay, that's a bit much. And listen to you bleed while I smell you die. Wow. That's nuts. That was a... Wow. Like, she was like, at least with, I think she was talking to Rose before. I don't know why. I think he or she talking to Rose. I think, like, when they were talking to Rose, you know, there was some, I don't know, when they were talking to Jade as well, there was at least something kind of, an attempt to be helpful kind of going on. This was just like, woof. My God. Okay, 2 more pages. You got me, I see. You have, yeah. Jade's pen pal. He got baited, yep. Excuse me. You think it's time to change your chum handle to what though? Okay, so this is still back then. To what though? Gotta be something they'll never suspect. Yeah, we'll see. What was that thing she said you were a disgrace to? You have kind of a hard time reading shitty leet speak in spite of your awesome hacker cred. Yeah. Okay, so this is the CG, right? PM, follow the agent. PM, actually no, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna save the game, and we'll continue this tomorrow. I'll let me just take a screenshot of that. No, wait, one way. Okay. Good. This is a good screenshot for tomorrow. Okay. Excellent. All right. I mean, this is in the past in CG's defense, GC's defense. Yeah, I know what you mean, but it's, I wonder. They still did it. Just wondering where it's all, what it's all in service of is the question. All right then. Well then, you take care of yourself. Thanks to anyone who came over to check the stream out, and hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. All right, take care. Wait.